Hello and welcome to Just Vintage Crochet, and we're going to dive right into another mystery pattern. If you're new to the channel, I have a stack of patterns here that were put together for me. I did not pick these patterns. Anything that can give away what the pattern is has been crossed out. We have no titles, no pictures. They exist, just not while we're working on them. All we have is the literal text of the pattern to go on. So it is a true mystery, and these patterns range from the 1840s up to the, I'm going to have to say 1970s now because I think we already did our 1980s pattern. Okay, let's just dive right in. Well, no, first I have to give a few thank yous. First, I would love to say thank you to Kay and to Bobby for very generously buying me coffees. Thank you so much. Incredibly generous, and thank you so much for the kind words and the sweet sentiments expressed. I also want to say thank you to Claudia for sending me this extremely bright yarn called Flame. She didn't know what to do with it. It kept looking at it and had no idea. Girl, I don't know either, but I'm going to make this work in something somehow at some point in the future of this channel. And thank you so much for your generosity on that. And thank you to Monica for sending me a daisy maker, a vintage tool, and I'm going to keep it in this, Monica, a vintage tool designed to make a very specific type of flower for vintage patterns. For specific patterns. Isn't that interesting? I think these came in different sizes, so you can get bigger ones and smaller ones, and you just wrap your yarn this way a whole bunch of times, and then this way your thread, and you keep going around until it's all done, and then you close that up and you take it off and you make another one, and you sew them all together to make like daisy items, so shawls and blankets and tablecloths and whatnot. Well, it's going to live in here, Monica. I absolutely treasure everything about this. So thank you so much. Okay, let's pick our number. And again, thank you all so much. Okay. Let's just pick this one. Are you going to open? Number 3, if you see any familiar numbers, we have been recycling these numbers. Number 12, 1, 11, 2, 14, 6, there we go, number 3. This is from 1846. So what I settled with is this Elizabeth cotton. It is number 40 crochet mercerized. It is a 6-cord cordonette. Really nice stuff. And with a number 40, you can use an 11, 12, or 13. I found the 13 to be a little too tight, so I am going to go with a number 12. This is a vintage Susan Bates hook. Hopefully all of this is correct. I have already chained 145. Reading the instructions, it wants us to start with 4 double crochet, US double crochet, UK treble crochet. So I'm going to go ahead, and they don't never tell you to do this, but they mean for you to do this. Chain an extra 3 for the first double crochet. I'm going to go ahead and work in the back bumps because I'm a sucker for torture. No, I love working the back bumps, but with this tiny thread, it can be frustrating, but it does create a much prettier product. Okay, I'm going to skip the first 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th chain down through that back bump, I will go ahead and I didn't yarn over first. There we go. Try that again. Okay, so it wants us to start with 4 double crochet. So my question is, how many do we end with? It says here, the reason I asked that is because the starting chain 3 could count as one of our 4. 4 double crochet. I know it says treble, it's a US double crochet. 4 double crochet, 2 chains, skip 2, 1 double crochet, 2 chains, skip 2, 3 double crochet. At the end of the work, work 1 double crochet, 2 chain beside the pattern. Okay, so we're going to start with 4, end with, how do you end with 2 chains beside the pattern? Boy, I wish I could speak their language. Well, I just don't know. Then it leads me to believe, should I have chained the extra 3? I'm just going to go for it. What's the worst that can happen if I'm wrong? Nothing. I'm still going to have a birthday this year. Already did. Christmas is still going to come. The world is not going to end. If I'm wrong, it just means I have to start over again. Okay, so start off with 4 trebles. Yeah. Yarn under. Sick of slipping my hook. I'm going to go ahead and count the first chain. Oh, I hope that doesn't become a regular thing. I'm going to count the first chain as my first double crochet. The first chain, 3, forgive me. 1, 2, okay. Then we chain 2, skip 2, work 1, US double crochet, UK treble crochet. Chain 2, skip 2, and then work 3 double crochets in a row. Yeah, this is going to take me a minute. I'm sure that the pattern will go by a bit faster when I'm off the chain. Yes, I know. I'm working the back bumps. I asked for this. Okay, so I am going to continue to work chain 2, skip 2, work 1, chain 2, skip 2, work 3, till I get near the end and try to decipher that riddle. At the end, work 1 double crochet, 2 chain beside the pattern. Beside the pattern? Next to the pattern. Beside is next to, right? Next to the pattern. So next to this being the pattern being 2 chain, miss 2, 1 double, 2 chain, miss 2, 3 double. So it wants me, the thing is, how do I end with a chain 2? Does it assume I automatically know I'm supposed to end with a double crochet on the end, or that I'm supposed to end with 4 on the end? So maybe it means that at the end, work 1 more pattern, then work 1 chain, 2 treble, at the end, work 1 double crochet. Because if you want to count that as the beginning of, anyways, and then end with 4 treble. I'm going to see how that works out. That might be the way we go. Okay, so now I'm going to work 3. I'm going to go ahead and work this off camera. And, oh, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and work this off camera. I'm a lap crocheter. I'm not a hover my arms out in front of me under a camera crocheter. So I am going to try to, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so worked my way all the way to the end, and as I was working, it dawned on me, I think what they mean about besides the pattern being 3 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So by the time you get to the end, you're going to work your 3 double crochet. Then it says to work 1 more double crochet plus chain 2 besides the pattern. So I did that. I worked 1 more double crochet plus chain 2, and I think the chain 2 is to help you get up to the next row. So that's the way I'm translating that. I hope it's correct. Okay, first row done. Second row, 3 double crochet, 2 chain, miss 2, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, miss 1, 1 double crochet, 2 chain, miss 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, so it wants us to start with the chain 2, so that's what I'm assuming anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add 1 more. I hope that's okay for my first double crochet. Then it wants us to work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and that'll give us a start of 4, which would make sense because I ended with 4. So that's fair enough. Okay, 3 double crochet, chain 2, miss 2, 1 double crochet, so a double over the double, then it says to chain 1, miss 1, 1 double. So miss 1 chain. I'm just going to go into the chain space because I only have 2 chains there. So that'll work out. Okay. So 1 chain, miss 1, 1 double, 2 chain, miss 2, 2 double, 2 chain, miss 2, 2 double, I probably should have just worked through that double crochet or through that chain over here. I wonder if I'm supposed to, I wonder if I'm only, I hope this one has a picture, but if I remember correctly, I don't have any pictures for this book. I wonder if I'm only supposed to start with 3 double crochet over here and not 4, and that chain 2 counts as the first of the 3 double. I'm going to assume that right now. Chain 2, miss 2, work 1, which would put me right here. Okay. Chain 2, miss 2, work 1, 1 chain, miss 1, 1 double crochet. Okay. 1 chain, miss 1 again. Okay. Oh, that's 3rd row. Okay, pay attention, girl. All right, 2 chain, miss 2, 2 treble, or US double crochet. Okay. Miss 2, so that'll put me in the middle. And then 2 treble. No. And then start over again. 3 double crochet. See, there's no asterisks, or you just, I guess, repeat from here. Oh, I wonder if I was supposed to be working 4 trebles throughout the first row. Or maybe you repeat everything after the first comma. Because now I'm questioning if I should have been working 4 doubles. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to assume I repeat everything after the first comma. So now 2 chains. Well, that would make sense because I don't immediately go into working, I don't immediately go into working 3 double crochet after working 2. There would need to be chains in between based on what we're seeing in this pattern. So everything after the first comma is a repeat, I'm guessing. And it's not telling us any specific instructions on how to end. Okay, so 2 chain, miss 2, work 1. And that puts me right into this one here. Okay. So my guess is I need to end with 3 double crochet. I started with 3, I need to end with 3. Then it's 1 chain, miss 1, work 1, which is the second chain over. Then it's 2 chain. No, then it's 1 chain, miss 1. Forgive me. 1 chain, miss 1, puts us here. And then it's 2 chain, miss 2, work 2. Okay. So far, this isn't making a whole lot of sense to me. I'm sure that at the end it will, or whenever we uncover the, what the title is, it will. But I don't know. I mean, it looks kind of neat. Looks pretty neat so far. All right, I'm going to keep working in this pattern all the way to the end. What's got me is I worked into this one, but I worked over this one. So I don't know. I'm just going to keep going and do what it says. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so there is row 2 done. Let's look at row 3. 2 double crochet, chain 2, miss or skip 2, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, skip 1, 1 double crochet, 2 chain, skip 2, 1 double. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and chain 3 to work my way up. That'll count as my first of 2 double. So 1, 2. Okay. Chain 2, skip 2, 1 double. So 1, 2. Work a double here, and then it was 1 chain, miss 1. Oh, I see what we're doing. Then 1 chain, skip 1. Okay, I see what we're doing there. Okay, and then it's 2 chain, skip 2, 1 double. One, 2, so 1 double crochet into this double crochet, and then chain 2, skip 2, and we start this bit again. I know I worked in the chain spaces before. I will go back and fix that. I went back and fixed this row too. I went back and corrected errors and fixed it so it looks better. So I will do the same here. So I'll just go ahead and just to get the pattern down pat. 1 double, chain 1, skip 1 into the chain 1, work 1 double, chain 1, skip 1, work 1 double. Okay, so that is our pattern repeat all the way to the end this time, and then we chain 2, skip 2, and we work into this last double crochet on the end there. Okay, So that's our new pattern repeat. So I will be right back. I'm going to go ahead and work this to the end. Okay, so there is row 3. I'm really not sure where we're going with this, but it's interesting so far. Okay, so for row 4, it says that we're going to work 1 double crochet, chain 2, miss 2, and then we have in the parentheses 1 double crochet, 1 chain, miss 1 3 times, then 1 double crochet, chain 2, miss 2, and I assume we start in the parentheses again. So, and then it says for row 5 to work the same as the 3rd row. Okay, so we're going to start with 1, so I will chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we will chain 2, so starting with 5, miss 2, 1 double crochet, 1, 2, then in the parentheses it is 1 chain, miss 1 3 times. So into the space, that's 1, 2, and 3, and then chain 2, skip 2, 1, 2. I feel like that's supposed to land on top of a double crochet. Well, no, because this one didn't. Okay. Well, no, because, yeah, this one started on a double. Chain 2, miss 2. Yeah, no, I'm just going to do what it says. So right here. Ouch. Okay. And then back into the parentheses. It just says to work 1 double. So that's what I'm going to do. And then 1 chain, miss 1, work 1. So that's 1, 2, and then 3, ouch. You know what? I'm poking the heck out of my finger doing this. Just gonna have to put that in the chain space. Okay, it seems like it's not supposed to be a space there. I don't know. Just doesn't seem like there's supposed to be a space there. That doesn't seem correct. Because I see what it's doing here. You see how it's going up like that? But it's kind of messed up in this row, row 3. I feel like I messed up on row 3. Yeah, I'm going to try to do row 3 over again because row 3 is not right. Because you can see they start you off with 4, 3, 2, then 1. It's creating, and I imagine they want this to go that way as well, or I got it all wrong, and maybe these are supposed to be over here. Seeing a little bit of a pattern emerge. Okay, I'm going to work on this for just a minute. and I will be right back and let you know what I do. Okay, so I have been working with this. I have no confidence that I'm doing it right. I don't know what exactly this is meant to be, but the fifth row is what I'm on now, and it says to repeat third row. I'm certain I'm doing something wrong, but it's just not lining up. I can't see what it's trying to become. I can't see a pattern forming. I mean, I can see these like triangles, sort of, these like fillet triangles, the solid one here, and then these sort of filleted ones here. But then that all sort of disappears when you get to row 5. It just becomes a mess and nothing is lining up right. I'm following it. It says for row 5 to do the same as row 3, and I am following it. And nothing is lining up right. It's hitting a different mark every other triangular section. It's breaking my brain. It is 5 a.m. I started this at midnight, and it's breaking my brain and my fingertip. I've got a sore fingertip from working on this. It hurts. So I'm gonna say I don't get it. I don't get this one, and I'm dying to know what it is. I may have used a thread that's still too big, because this could be a cuff, you know, if it was a much smaller, or maybe I'm using a thread too small and this is meant to be a collar. So I'm ready to unmask this dastardly vandal, but it is absolutely breaking my brain and my finger. That hurts. It's sore. It's going to be bruised, slightly bruised. Let's take a look. Oh, I can't. I'm going to have to wait. It is 5 in the morning. It's 6 in the morning. It's 6 in the morning. I got to wait until at least 9 o'clock. I'll be back in a few hours. And if you're new to the channel, the reason I have to wait is because my son has all of the missing parts of these patterns. He has all the pictures and the titles and everything, and he ain't going to be up until at least 9 o'clock. Okay, I didn't have to wait too long. It's about 8 a.m. and Justin was up. I caught him, and he went and grabbed this for me, number 3, and it is supposed to be an anti-macassar. So I'm probably, I don't know if I'm supposed to use this size thread or not. I suppose this could go on the back of a chair where your head goes, or on the arms. Let's see how wide it is. I know it's not a foot. And it is, well, it's 11 inches. It's 11 1/4 inches. So that's not so bad. So yeah, I'm sorry I didn't quite finish it. It just broke my brain, and I thought it was 5 a.m., but it was 6 a.m. whenever I'm just done. I've made it and unmade it and made it and unmade it, and my finger is representative of that. It feels like really swollen and hot. And so I just decided, you know, when you can't beat them, you just have to move on. So I'm going to move on to another pattern. I'm going to go ahead. I mean, this video is done now, but I'm going to go ahead and work on another video and pick another pattern. And so look forward to another mystery pattern right after this one. Well, in a couple of days after this one. So I'm just going to unravel this and use this thread in another project. So sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to give the pattern a try, here is the pattern. If you want to screenshot that and just give it a try, and there you go. Okay guys, I love you lots as always, and I will see you in the next mystery, which will be coming up in a few days.